In this video, we will learn how to test our style binding in Angular. Before testing our style binding in Angular, let's understand what is style binding and let me create the different ways to use style binding, and then we will be testing the style bindings and their different ways of usage. Let me quickly jump into Visual Studio Code. Here I have created my project called as demo1 by using Angular CLI. By default, I got a component called as app component. This was created by Angular CLI itself. So in this, we will see what is style binding. Let's understand what is style binding. Whenever you want to change your styles based on some conditions or based on some values which are coming dynamically, that is called as style binding. How to implement style binding in Angular? Let me create one heading tag, and here let me write, hi, this is my one style binding, and here I want to change the font size or the color of h1 tag by using a property called as age. So let me create a property, age equal to, I want to give it as 18. So if my age is greater than 18, I want to show color as red, and if my age is less than 18, then I want to show the color as blue. So how can we achieve this? We can achieve this by using ng class also, but here we want to change only a single property. Whenever you want to change a single property, you can go with ng style. Ng style equal to, what I want to change? I want to change the color. And what is the color? It should be based on our condition. Age is greater than 18, then show red color, else blue color. So this is my condition, and let me save this. Let's go and run it. Ng serve. Here we got some error. So what's the problem is, a style properties will always be inside our object. So let me bind into object and save this. It was compiled successfully. Go back and let me reload this. Yeah, now it is in blue color. Why it is in blue color? Because if you see here, my age is 18. So it is not greater than 18. It is equal to 18. So it is printing our blue color. So we are able to change our value of our styles of any HTML content by using style binding. We can use style binding in other way also. H1, let me create something like the font size, which I want to pass dynamically from the TypeScript itself. Dynamic font size equal to, let me give something called as 24 pixel. So save this, and now go back, dynamic property binding type of ng style. So let me give ng style now, ng style, and I want to pass a property like font hyphen size. This size should be coming dynamically from our TS file. So paste this, save this. Now our font size should be equivalent to this 24 pixel. Let me go back, and you can see here. Let me inspect this and go to console. Yeah. So if you see here, the font size is 24 pixel. Now it is changing our H1 style to our 24 pixel. That is the dynamic property which we are passing to the ng style. So this is how we can use ng style in other way. And let me create one more H1 tag. Here I want to use our ng style as a binding property, like ng style equal to method binding. So get styles. This is my method, and I need to define it in my TypeScript. Get the styles from the TypeScript, and copy this. Let me create this method, and it should return some object. So return, what is my object? Color red, and it is a type of string, and we can even pass the font size. Whenever you have a hyphen of a style property, that can be used in a camel case. And let me pass this as 28 pixel. Save this and go to HTML. Save this. Let me go back to the browser. If you see here, it is in red color, and if you see the font size is 28. These are the properties which we are passing from a method. So in this way also we can access ng style properties. There is one more way for binding our ng style. So let me create a h1 tag, and here let me pass style property dot. You can use font size, so we can pass that size dynamically. For example, let me go to TS and let me create. Already we have dynamic font size. Let me copy this and let me use here. So what the dynamic size font size? It is 24 pixel. So let me save this and let me write style default property binding. Let me save this. Now this font size should be equivalent to our dynamic font size, that is equal to 24 pixel. Let me go back and inspect this. If you see here, we can write font size 24 pixel. So this is one way of binding. And there is one more point to be remembered. For example, a font size can be in a form of REM units as well as pixel units. So how to make it as pixel unit and how to make it as REM. So by default, if you give only the property name without units, then we have to pass that pixel in our string format like this. So we are passing a pixel here. If you don't want to do that, so dynamic font size without units equal to, let me pass 5. So we can define this particular property here and we can pass the pixels if we want to pass pixel or if we want to pass REM. For example, dot pixel, the value will be treated as pixel. So that means a style with property name and the units. Let me save this and let me save this. If you see here, we are passing 5, so it will be treating as a 5 pixel. Go back and you can see it is very small, like 5 pixel. Let me inspect that and you can see that is 5 pixel. And we can even change it to REM. There is one more unit for font size called as REM. Let me save this and you can see the size is very big and it is equal to 5 REM. So this is how you can make it a strict check for our units. And if you don't want to maintain a strict check, it is recommended to pass the pixels or REM, the units, from the TypeScript itself. But anyway, it is always recommended to use our units in the HTML content itself, because a developers may pass REM, some developers may pass pixels. So instead, whenever you pass something like REM as well as pixel, it is always recommended to restrict at HTML level so that the people can pass only the number instead of units. So these are the different ways of implementing our style bindings. And coming to the comparison between our style binding and normal style property of HTML. H1, so I have something called as property binding style dot color equal to, I want to pass it as red color, and I want to pass style equal to, we have a object statement color red. So I have passed a default style red and this color is also same. So let me pass it as blue. So which one it will render, which will take it as a priority. Save this, go back and write something in between. Check the comparison and save this. Go back. So see here, it is always taking the property binding as the priority. So whenever you are using a style with binding, then that will be taking as a priority instead of your style. So this is how the style binding works. And these are the different ways of using a style binding. Here we have created all these elements. Now what we want to do is we want to test these elements. How to test these elements? We have a file called as spec.ts and we will check all the scenarios which we have written in our style binding. Let me save this and let me create two variables. Let fixture colon component fixture, which is given by Angular, and it will take a template that is our app component. This is my type. Let me create component instance, which is a type of app component. So I have created two variables and their types. So let me create an instances and assign the values. Fixture is equal to, there is a test bed dot create component of, what is the component? App component. So I have passed to app component. My fixture is created. If you want to know about fixture and before each and all the properties which we are using inside our spec file, I recommend you to watch my previous video to know and more understanding. component instance is equal to, we can create the component instance by using fixture dot create dot component instance, and we have created our instance. Let me create a first use case, that is it. It indicates one use case. And what is my use case? I want to check when the age is greater than 18, it should be red color, and if it is not, it should be blue color. Let me check that. Check ternary operator style binding, and this will take a callback function. Inside this callback function, let me get the element. So before getting the element, let me use fixture dot detect changes, and when the fixture is stable, it's a promise, and I want to get the response. When it is stable, I want to check the element, const element, which is of type HTML head element, and I want to use fixture dot debug element dot native element dot query selector. And what is my selector? I have to pass some ID or any CSS. For now, I'll pass ID. So let me use ID is equal to ternary ID check. So this is my ID. Let me copy this ID and save this. Go to spec file, pass here prefixed with hash as it is a ID. Semicolon, enter. So now I have my element. Now I want to check the property of that color. So what is my component instance first? So in this component instance, I have something called as age. The default value of age is 18. That means I am expecting element dot get attribute of style should contain, to contain what I should contain, it should contain a color property with, what is that, red color or blue color. So what is my age? 18. 18 is equivalent to 18, so it is not greater than 18, so it should contain a blue color. Let me go back and pass the blue color. Let me save this, and now go to the another terminal and let me run ng test. Hit enter. If you see here, it has been successfully qualified, and you can see it in the browser also like this. It looks like this. And now let me create one more if statement. Here what I want to do is I want to change that value of age. Check ternary operator style binding by changing age property. So I have checked with equal to case, and now I want to check it with greater than case. So for example, component instance dot age is equal to, what I want to make it is 30. So it is greater than 18, and let me update my fixture detect changes, and fixture dot when stable, it's a promise, so dot then, and the callback. Inside the callback, what I want to do is I want to capture the element colon HTML head element, and this is equal to fixture dot debug element dot native element dot query selector of, what is my selector? The same selector which we have used previously, and that is equivalent to your ID. Copy this ID, paste here prefixed with hash and also semicolon. So now the age is greater than 18, so it should be a red color. So expect of element dot get attribute of, what is my attribute? That is style attribute, and that should contain a color of red. Save this, and it's running. See here, 2 test cases has been qualified. So we have completed and fulfilled our first element test cases. So now let's go to the second element test cases, that is dynamic property binding. So if you want to pass our font size dynamically from the TypeScript to the HTML, we can use this. So let me create one more test case, it of check property binding type of ng style, and it has a callback. So what is my font size for the default? So let me check it as default, and fixture dot detect changes, fixture dot when stable, it's a promise based, and have a callback. Inside the callback, I want to check const element colon, it's also HTML head element, and equal to fixture dot debug element dot native element dot query selector of what is my query selector. Let me create that id. Id is equal to dynamic check. Let me copy this id, go to the spec file, pass it, and let me use hash. Now I'm able to get my element. What is my expectation? Expect element dot get attribute of what is that style, and it should contain a font size that should be equivalent to our font size which we are passing, that is 24 pixel. Let me go here, pass this semicolon, and let me save this. Now 3 has been successfully qualified. Now what I want to do is just copy this and let me change the value of that font size, that is component font size. So I am saying like change font size. Here what I want to do is I want to change the font size to component instance dot font dynamic font size is equal to, I want to change it to 50 pixel, and my expectation should be 50 pixel. So let me save this. I am working on the same ID, so no need to change anything. Yeah, here we have got 4 successful. Now what I want to do is I want to check for the third element. So that is get styles. So this styles should be equal to get styles. Now let me create one ID. ID is equal to style method check. So this is my ID, and go to my spec file. Let me create one more it. Check the method style binding, and it has a callback. Let me go to the callback. Inside the callback, let me use fixture dot detect changes, fixture dot when stable. It's a promise based dot then, and it has a callback. Inside the callback, let me write our functionality. So let me get the element, const element colon HTML head element is equal to fixture debug element dot native element dot query selector of what is my selector? It is style method check. Copy this and paste here, which is having an ID. So hash expect of element dot get attribute of style. What are the attributes I am expecting here? Dot, it should contain color as red. That is one part. So I can make it as string, and let me pass red, and let me copy the same. Next is font size with 28 pixel. So I can use that font size with 28 pixel. Let me save this. Yeah, now all the 5 test cases has been successfully passed. So I have changed it into font hyphen size. Why? Because here we are passing font size, but whenever the Angular sees the camel case, that will be converted into hyphen. So that is how our 5 test cases has been qualified. Now let me check with the next element. So this is the property check. So whenever you are using dynamic font size without units, okay. So whenever we want to check with without units or with units, it's up to you. So let me use with units, and id is equal to value without or with units, and let me create one element with units. So with units is equal to 28 pixel semicolon, and let me also create one more variable like without units. So I can remove this rem, and I can pass this with without units. So let me save this, and let me save this. So what is our expectation now? Whenever value with units comes in, okay, so we have to pass only a number. So what is my number? I have to pass only the number, and here I need to pass with units. So in this case, let me trial with first one. I have an ID, copy this and go to your spec file. Let me create one more expectation. So it would be same like whatever we are expecting, and this will be equal to method with units. So with units and style binding check with units and style binding check. So what is the default value of our units? That is with units is equal to 28 pixel. So Let me get that ID with units ID and paste in here, and let me check the font size. So it is checking the font size and with REM. So go back, and our font size should be equivalent to which REM? Dynamic font size with units. So what is my with units? With units is 28. So let me copy this, and 28, what is that? REM, because I have defined that REM in my HTML content. So let me save this. Now all the 6 has been qualified. Next check. So let me copy this, and without units, without units, and style binding check. So what is without units value? Default value, that is equivalent to 5 pixels. So it will be equivalent to our 5 pixel. And what is the ID we have? Value without units. So let me go back and pass it as without units. So let me save this. Let me copy this. Okay, there is a spelling mistake, without units. Let me save this. And now, yeah, 7 are successfully completed. So now what you can do is you can even change the value. So this will be a default check. So let me use default check and create one more it. Here what I want to do is I want to change the property. Change the property. So what is my change property? Component instance dot default without units is equal to, I want to pass some REM. So 5 REM. So I need to expect that 5 REM. So I have changed the unit, save this. Now all my test cases has been successfully executed. Let me create one more test case for checking the priority. So let me use check priority styles. So which will take the highest priority? NG style should take the highest priority. So what is my NG style? Let me create an ID called as ID equal to priority check. So what is my priority check? When color of normal style is equal to red, then NG style color is blue. I am expecting NG style color should be on top level. So this is my top level and the priority property. So go to my spec file. Let me change this ID. So I got the element, and what is the color I'm expecting? I'm expecting the color need to be blue. By this, we can understand NG style will always be the priority. So if you see here, all the 9 has been successfully. This is how we will test our style bindings in Angular. Hope we have covered all of the test cases, the different way of style bindings and the different way of unit testings we have observed. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thank you. Signing off.